Hello guys, Steve here from dudehack.com, and today we're going to be discussing whether or not Bumble is only for heterosexuals. So at this point, I think it's safe to say that the majority of people out there would know that the main difference when it does come to Bumble between all the other dating apps out there is it puts the power in the hands of the ladies. That means that girls message first. If they don't message, well, sorry guys, you're out of luck. Now we all know that those are the rules, that you need to be a woman in order to start the conversation, and if you're the guy, that you do have to wait. But what if you're not heterosexual? I mean, what if you're a guy looking for a gay relationship or a female looking for a lesbian relationship? What happens when it comes to matching and messaging on Bumble? We're about to jump into that, but first guys, just a quick reminder, my name is Steve from dudehack.com, which is a website covering all things online dating. So if that interests you, go and check it out. And by the end of this, if you're not entirely sure whether Bumble will be the right dating app for you, make sure you do head over to dudehack.com or just click in the link down in the description below to take our free dating app quiz, which will tell you exactly what dating app would suit you much better. And if you do end up using Bumble or Tinder or really any other dating app out there, guys, make sure you do grab a free copy of my book, Tinder Hacked, which will give you a nice overview to basically just not suck at Tinder or online dating. And it's free, so grab a copy in the description below as well. But you're here to find out about Bumble and whether it is only just for heterosexuals or not, so let's get into that right now. So thankfully, the short answer is no. Bumble is not just an app for heterosexuals. It includes everyone. Bumble is definitely an LGBTQI+ friendly dating app, and it's put a lot of effort in the last few years to make sure that everybody does feel welcome. That is pretty clear, seeing as the fact that in 2020 alone, Bumble did donate money to 22 different LGBTQI+ organizations. But whether or not that's something just to look good in the eyes of the public, I don't really know yet. But it does seem like Bumble is taking the extra step to make sure everybody does feel included. Now, this is pretty clear even upon just signing up, where it does ask you for your gender and what you are interested in, both giving a very extensive list these days of options. But what about the rule when it comes to Bumble? If you're a guy, you'll know that you need to wait for a female to start the conversation. And if she doesn't within 24 hours, poof, it's gone. So what happens in a non-heterosexual match? Well guys, the very simple answer there is anyone can message. So if you're a guy that's seeking another guy and what you liked about Bumble is that you could sort of be lazy and wait for somebody to start the conversation instead, I hate to break it to you, but it's really just like Tinder or a lot of the other dating apps out there. So in a nutshell, that rule is now out the window and anybody can start the conversation. And just like a heterosexual match on Bumble, there will be only 24 hours for the other person to respond. If they don't respond, the conversation and the match will disappear. Now, going back to what I mentioned earlier, there is a very full list of genders when it does come to signing up, as well as who you want your profile to show. I'm not going to read it out because quite literally, it's probably too long for this video. So I'm just going to show up that list on the screen now, and you'll be able to get an idea of just how many answers there are for you to pick. So there you have it. To reiterate, if you're a girl wanting to match with other girls, either one of you can start the conversation, which will still disappear after 24 hours if a reply hasn't been sent. And the same goes for a guy matching with another guy. And keep in mind that this is not just for Bumble Date. Remember, there is also Bumble Biz and Bumble BFF, which is something to connect with mentors and entrepreneurs and friends respectively. So if you're a guy wanting to just make other guy friends, the same rules would apply. You would still have the 24-hour time limit. If you were someone who is seeking a mentor using Bumble Biz, the same rules would also apply. So really the only time that gender does matter on Bumble is if you are really heterosexual and you're seeking somebody else heterosexual. So that really wraps it up, guys. I hope that has answered your question, and if you are somebody that is part of the LGBTQI+ community, make sure that you are giving Bumble a try. It is welcoming to everybody out there. But if you're somebody who's still just a little bit iffy and you're not entirely sure, I would highly recommend to definitely go and take Dude Hack's free quiz, which will tell you exactly what dating app would suit you a lot better. And remember, even if you decide to not use Bumble or really any dating app out there, you can always grab a free copy of my book, Tinder Hacked, which will really just show you how to really not suck at online dating. And remember guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, please consider liking it and subscribing. It does really make a difference, and we'll be bringing you these videos nice and regularly. But until then, guys, stay safe, be well, and I'll see you later.